Hi everyone, hope you're well. Today I'm going to show you how to replace some lines on a paraglider. Step number one is to identify the lines that you need to replace. I found a bit of fraying on an inspection on my wing previously, so I've identified that line. I looked at the rigging diagram and get to know the code for that line. Then you can order the line from the manufacturer, distributor or from a repair house. In my case it's a GO5 on the size medium-large and it's BR2. So that's the lower second B line, and I've ordered 2 of them so that I can replace both sides, but the process is the same for both. Okay, so we're going to get my wing out, and the more space you have to do this, the easier it is. Okay, so also take my advice with a pinch of salt, because I'm just trying to do it in the most logical way, but I'm not a professional. So if you do your own lines, do it at your own risk. Right, so I've got the new line, and the first thing I'm going to do before I disassemble anything is make sure we got the right line. So I'm going to grab the line I want to replace, I'm going to follow it along. So following that line along, we get to the point where they connect to the mid cascade here. So what I'm going to do here is connect the end of my new line to the 2 loops of the 2 lines that existing line connects to. So now we have the old line and the new line connected to the same 2 loops, and we can follow it along and see if we have the same length. You can just come over to this side, you don't need to get there. So we come along and we see that the new line is pretty much the same length as the old line. It's a little bit shorter, and that's due to it's not being properly seated on the other end, and also this line is new, so it hasn't been stretched yet. So pretty confident that this is the right line to change here. So now we're going to have to open these link lights, or soft mailons as they call them. Your glider might have actual metal mailons, which are way easier than to deal with these. So that's the next step. So that's our old line and our new line. We have 3 lines on the B's: inner, mid and outer line, so they need to stay in that position. So now I'm going to take the link lights off, and they are a little bit fiddly. Instead of telling you exactly how to do it, more than likely you'll have metal mailons instead of this. So I'll skip this step, and if you need to do this on yours, just look at your manual at how to do it. So now I got the 3 lines, the outer, the mid and the inner one, and I'm going to put them in sequence so that they don't climb on top of each other afterwards. So now this looks like a mess, but once we put some tension on those lines, the rubber ring and the lines will make a lot more sense. We have a double loop with the link lights around the riser and the lines, so now it's a question of putting it back together. This is one of the more important steps, which is to make sure that the link lines are properly seated, and you pull it through. And then really put some tension, really stretch it out to make sure it gets seated properly and it's not going to come off. And then once that's done, you can pull some through so that both loops are equal length, rather than having a big loop and a small loop like we have a minute ago. Not the neatest job, and we could avoid having that twist there, but it'll be strong enough, and like I say, the rubber is only there to keep things in place. So now to make sure, I'm just going to give it a really good pull to make sure nothing's coming off. The new line is now installed. All there's left to do is to take the old line off of the other side. Right, so now we can go and take the old line off the other end. When you're pulling lines through like this, just be really careful to do it slowly, so that you don't burn your fingers with the friction, but also so that you don't damage other lines that are that this line that you're pulling is running through, because they that's probably how that damage on the line happened in the first place, which is like ground handling or something. Lines get friction on each other and just create some nasty burns. So now the old line is off, so we can let go of that, and we want to make sure that this new line is properly seated. So now we can try to make sure that the new line gets properly seated on the other two. So you want it to look something like that and be right in the middle. If one of these lines have a bit of a bulky length a bit more to one side, it's because you're not right in the middle. But if you pull it and it looks a little bit like that, then you're good. So that's it. Now you've got some spare line for key rings and things like that, odd jobs around the house. The new line is in place at both ends. Next thing to do is to lay the wing out and make sure the line isn't going through other lines, it's all clear. And as always, the best thing to do is always to ground handle your wing after you've done anything to it. Make sure it inflates nicely, there's no weird pull down bits. If the lines were the wrong length, you'll notice straight away. If you've put the line through the A's or the B's or the C's or whatever, you'll notice it straight away if you're ground handling. Plus, you should be ground handling anyway. Well, I hope that was useful for what it's worth, and if you want to try it yourself, you do have to be careful about certain things, but it's not super complicated. When in doubt, just take your wing to a service center and they'll do it for you. And now that things are going slowly back to normal, if you want to improve your ground handling, you can always come to one of our ground handling retreats, because Gemma's just opened 4 new dates in autumn, September and October. So if you want to have a look at those, there will be links in the description and you can find out all about it and register your interest. If you enjoyed these videos and you've learned something, then consider being like all these lovely people and supporting us either on Patreon or right here on YouTube. Links are in the description. Alright, that's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll see you next time. Bye. Just to get it.